I want to start tonight with an explicit warning about what we're about to share with you. Some of this you will likely find disturbing. I'm James Brown. Molly Kowick is off. WHIO TV tonight is seeing in great detail how prosecutors describe the torture, the abuse, and ultimately 10-year-old Takoda Collins' murder. He died in December 2019 after years of abuse. This involved his father, his father's fiance, and her sister. This week, all three find out how long they're going to prison. New tonight, News Center 7's Sean Cudahy is live in Dayton. Sean, these details are graphic. They give us a sense of what this little boy had to go through again for years.
James, it's all in this 28-page memo prosecutors filed ahead of this sentencing later this week. In this report, we hear about, yes, torture and abuse no one should have to go through, let alone a small child. December 13th, 2019, medics showed up to a home on Kensington Street in Dayton on a report of a 10-year-old child unresponsive. That child was Takoda Collins, who later died at Dayton Children's. For more than a year and a half, News Center 7 has told the tragic story of Takoda's life and his death. The years of extreme abuse carried out by his father, Al McClain, all while McClain's fiancée, Amanda Hines, and her sister, Jennifer Ebert, did nothing to stop it. The attempts by teachers and children's services to intervene, but none preventing Takoda's murder. Now, in 28 pages, prosecutors provide the most complete picture yet of what this child went through, describing how the child was battered from head to toe when a coroner examined him, having suffered the type of injury typically only observed in catastrophic events such as a severe car accident. But prosecutors said the only thing more horrific than the facts of Takoda's death were the facts of the life he was forced to live. McClain forced Takoda to live in a dark attic without clothes, light, food, or a bathroom. He forced him to eat his feces. And for 20 hours a day, forced Takoda to pose in bizarre and painful punishment positions, with McClain, Hines, and Ebert watching the child on video, pointing out if he moved, at which point McClain would beat the child. And on the final day of Takoda's life, the child suffered severe beatings, water torture, and a brutal rape with a broken chair leg. About Al McClain, prosecutors wrote, he provided no mercy to his own son and deserves none from this court. And to that end, prosecutors are going to ask the judge for 51 years to life as the sentence for McClain and the maximum sentence for Hines and Ebert on their charges. You know, James, some of those details are hard to share on television. I'm sure difficult to watch at home. I can tell you, having gone through that entire report this evening, you know, I'm not sure what we even shared right there does justice to just how horrific some of these details are.
You know, and so Sean sits about 12 to 15 feet away from me in our news center, and my back was turned to Sean tonight, and just as soon as he started reading these, I kept hearing you say, oh my goodness, oh my. I mean, and again, you know, you and I see all sorts of things every day, you know, some good, some very bad. This was one of the worst, I guess, in all of your years' experience as a journalist.
It has to be one of the worst things I've ever read. You know, we've heard about this case for going on 2 years now, but there was a gag order in place for a lot of this time, so we had not gotten this level of detail. We knew something terrible had happened in this house, but we did not know until tonight just how horrendous this was.
Yeah, I was going to say horrendous, probably a better description than just terrible at this hour. All right, Sean Cudahy reporting live for us tonight.